Welcome back, guys. This is Scar, and today I'm going to be coming at you guys with my very first Stamina Necro build ever. Alright, I just want everyone to keep in mind here that this is my very first Stamina Necro build video. So I'm still learning the class, but I think I've got pretty much a good hang of it. But before I get into the build video, if you guys really like this video, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you guys would like to see more content and more build videos in the future, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Alright, so back to the build video. I'm coming out with not just one, but two different builds here. Alright, the very first build is the build that I started off with this class on. It's helped me learn the class pretty good, and it's pretty overall very good setup. Alright, very typical setup as well. Alright, and then I'm going to be coming out with the current build I'm running now. Which is a bit more advanced, tougher to sustain, but it ain't gonna be a big surprise to everyone of what I'm using, what I'm running. It's basically the meta, alright? But I kinda just wanna get these builds out here, let everyone know what I'm running, what I'm using, and help out anyone that wants to give this class a try. Alright, so for the first setup, we are running good old Bone Pirate Spriggans Baylorg. Alright, you can never go wrong with Spriggans and Bone Pirate. It's a very typical setup and very easy to run and pretty easy to farm and put together. Alright, Baylorgs on the other hand is tougher. If you don't have Baylorgs, you can always just run Bloodspawn. Alright, so for the Baylorg piece, we are running one heavy, one light, both M-Pen, one stamina enchanted, and the big piece is prismatic enchanted. On the body, I'm running 5 Bone Pirate, 4 M-Pen, 1 Will Fitted. This would be M-Pen 2, but I don't want to use the transmute stones to change it to stamina, so it's fine. Will Fitted is not too bad. And then I got 2 prismatic pieces on the, or 2 prismatic enchants on the big pieces. On the front bar, we are running 5 Spriggans, all weapon enchanted, all infused. The 2H, we are running a 2H Maul with a weapon damage enchant on the front bar. Back bar, we are running 2-piece Potentades, or however you say it. It doesn't seem like anyone knows how to say this correctly, and I'm pretty sure I'm not. But the 2-piece on this set is reduces the damage from all players by 5%. Very nice back bar set. Alright, and then for the poison, just feel free to run whatever you want on your poison. Alright, doesn't really matter, whatever you prefer. Double dot poisons, entrapment poisons, whatever. Increased cost poisons. Now I'm going to go with the stats. I'll come back to skills and CP later after I display both of these builds, because they're generally about the same. Alright, so for the stats, max magicka, we're at 11.6k. Maximum health is at 19.8. In Citadel, you should be above 26k. Maximum stamina is at 37k. This is on the back bar, by the way. On the front bar, we're at 35.6 or 35.9, almost 36k. Stam recovery right now, with our pet buff, we're at 18.8, or not 18.8, 1800. If this seems too low for you, you could always just run Bloodspawn again. Bloodspawn, you can never go wrong with Bloodspawn. Let's see, our weapon damage right now currently is at 14, or not 14, 4,400 with Major Brutality, and with our Berserker enchant, we should be at 4,900. Weapon crit is at 36%. Your resistances, 23.5 spell and physical. If you have Bloodspawn, just add 6k to that. And our spell pen, or not spell pen, our physical pen is at 1200 or 12,000 physical pen. Alright, and some just very basic stuff. We are Nord We're running the Warrior Mundus, and we're running Dubious Cameron Throne. Right, so that's the build I started off Necromancer on, and it's helped me a lot. Learning the class, getting a rotation down, and all the above. Now, for the second setup, we're running the good old meta. Right, should be not much of a surprise to anyone here. It's possibly the best in slot right now. Most stamina classes. It is a little bit more advanced. Sustainability will be tougher compared to the first build, but once you get used to it, it should be no problem. All right, so we're running good old Bloodspawn. We got 2 well fitted, enchanted or traded, and both with stamina enchants. Our Fury, we're running 2 heavy. We got M-Pen chest and M-Pen legs, both stamina enchanted as well. And then we got 3 infused Fury jewelry, 2 weapon damage, 1 cost reduction. Alright, this is also a medium armor build, guys. So we are running 5-piece Newman Acolyte. We are running a 2H Maul with a weapon spell damage enchants on it, and then 3 in the body. All M-Pen, all stamina enchanted as well. Back bar, we're still running 2-piece potato set, or however you say it. Our stats on this build. We're at 9.8k Magicka, 19.5 maximum health, and Citadel you should be roughly above 25k, between 25k and 26k. Maximum stamina, this is on your back bar I believe. Yeah, 31.4 back bar and 30.3 on the front bar. Stamina recovery right now is at 13 or 1,375. With our buffs here, we're looking at almost 1,900 stamina recovery. So your sustain should be pretty good. You just gotta keep in mind, Newman Acolyte does increase the cost of abilities by 5% on your front bar. But as long as you're not spamming things or going too crazy and be sustainable, you should be fine, right? It is a little hard to get used to at first, but once you get used to it, like I said, it should be no problem at all. Your weapon damage right now is at 3,000, or actually no. With Major Brutality, it's at 4,600. With Fury fully procced up, I'll show you guys a screenshot here in a second. You should hit about 5,800 weapon damage. So you get a lot of weapon damage with this setup. Alright, so weapon crit is at 40%. Your armor buffs, we're looking at 24.8k on the spell and physical. Maxed out with Bloodspawn, you should be at 31k spell and physical resistances. Alright, and then same with the stuff, Dubious Cameron Throne, Warrior, and Nord. Alright, now for the skills. Both builds generally run about the same skills. There are some skills you can swap out for situational reasons, but it is kind of mostly up based on preferences as well. If you guys don't agree to my bar layout, you guys don't have to run it, but this is what I've been using and what I've been running. Alright, so I'm running Rally. This is on the 2H bar, by the way. Rally for the Major Brutality, Minor Endurance, and it's going to be your main form of burst healing. Blast Bones, very huge burst damage, applies Major Defile. It is not reliable in a way, but it's also very unpredictable, which is what gives, in my opinion, Necromancer a form of advantage. Alright, some people think of it kind of like sub assault from Morden. You put down your sub, wait like 2 or 3 seconds, and then you get that burst. Blast Bones is almost the same, except Blast Bones doesn't explode at the same time or consistently compared to its previous casts. Alright, it's very unpredictable. It kind of has its mind of its own. Whether this is intentional or not, it's, for me, it kind of gives the class an advantage because of its unpredictability. Alright, your opponents are not going to know when that's going to explode. Neither do you, but when you combo that right, it can be very hurtful towards your opponent. Alright, so it's a nice burst damage. It also applies Major Defile, which also gives this class a little bit of an advantage too, because most classes nowadays don't have access to that. So it's nice for Stamina Necromancer to have this. Alright, our third skill we were running Camo Hunter for the increased weapon crit and for the Minor Berserk. It is very cost effective, so I recommend not even casting it unless you have the resources. And when you cast it, it really doesn't do anything except reveal Night Blades for stealth. That's about it. So not really worth casting it. I wouldn't really use my energy using it at all unless you are fighting one Night Blade that's just running around you. Our fourth skill we are running Dizzy and Swing. Main farm to single target DPS and Executioner as your main execute. This bar layout here for the front bar does not change for both builds. It's the same. Alright. Now, the ultimate is all preference. Right now I'm showing you guys what I'm running currently. And right now I'm running the Colossus. Very huge AoE burst, and it also applies major vulnerability to all enemies hit for 8 seconds, increasing damage taken by 30%. It is a very expensive ultimate, but fortunately we are in Nord, and we are running another skill in the back bar here called Necrotic Potency. Alright. Basically, whenever you have corpse around you, you consume those corpse and you gain ultimate. Kind of like the Warden Ice Shield or whatever that is. It functions almost the same way, except you're just consuming the corpse around you. Unfortunately, Blast Bones, and I'll get into some of these skills here and explain what they do. This armor buff and Spirit Guardian, when they expire, they leave a corpse around you, so you can consume those and get that ultimate. Alright, 6 ultimate. Now, the math on this is a little weird. I don't know if it's 6 ultimate per corpse, or 6 ultimate each time you cast it. I don't know if it's broken or something, but when I cast it, I get like 15 to 20 ultimate each time I cast it, which is very strong. Alright, very strong. And it's enough ult regen to get this Colossus. Right. If you don't want to run Colossus, there's 2 other options you can use: is Onslaught and the Fire's Guild Dawnbreaker. Okay, I've used all of them. Both also are very reliable. But if you decide to run Dawnbreaker or Onslaught, you really don't need this skill. I'll definitely change the skill out for Mortal Coil. Alright. Mortal Coil gives you a heal over time and gives you 1200 stamina over 12 seconds, which is roughly equivalent to 200 stamina recovery. So it's more sustained, more healing, you take less damage, and while slotted, your healing is increased by 3%. So increased Vigor 6 as well. So we're just gonna go back here with the regular intro to the skills. But I just kind of explained your ultimate options here. Alright. Me personally, I like Colossus. It is sometimes very unreliable because people can just walk out of your AoE. But it's very nice when you funnel people into a small pathway, drop that on top of them, and just burst them down. It's also very nice in group play. Alright, so now coming back with the skills. our first skill here on the sorting board bar, we're running Spirit Guardian. The healing isn't very important, it doesn't give you that much healing, but it's very nice. That 10% damage reduction from the Spirit Guardian is very nice to have as well. Next is our armor buff, Summoner's Armor. Increases your spell and physical resistances, and while active, the cost of your Blast Bone, Skeletal Mage, and your Spirit Mender is reduced by 15%. Alright, so always cast this before you even think about casting Spirit Guardian or Blast Bones. Our next skill is Shuffle. Not much explaining on that one. And Vigor. And then for our ultimate, we're running Spell Wall. Alright, now we can go ahead and get into our CP layout. Alright, I am max CP, so if you are lower, just try to scale it down. And also you guys, this is not min-max, so if you wish to change some things on this CP layout, just feel free to do so. Alright, I'll try to go through this pretty simple. If you guys want to just pause it to change your CP, just go ahead and do so. Alright, so I got 61 to Warlord, 16 into Sprinter, 1 into Siphoner, 75 into Mooncalf, 37 into Tenacity, 18 Befouled, 34 Tumbling, 28 Shadow Ward. On the blue tree we have 81 into Mastered at Arms, 56 Precise Strikes, 69 Piercing, 64 Mighty. Red tree we have 66 Ironclad, 52 Resistance, 66 into Thick Skin, 43 and 43 between Ellie and Hardy. Alright, and so that is about everyone. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you guys wish to see more build videos in the future, or see more content, montages, etc., just hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be trying to post on YouTube more regularly now. But again guys, if I missed anything else, please feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. And then I guess until next time you guys, peace out. Myself away, away, away. I cause myself